everyone, Friar Tuck here. As you noticed at the last minute, I changed the subject. Um, One of my subscribers, Alfred, sent me a text telling me that something happened at the Pennsylvania rally. I can't talk about it and say certain words because even to change the title, um, I had to reset my phone because it kept glitching out, and it just, yeah, anytime I tried to make a change, so I had to really put something that was ambiguous enough to be able to bypass. But I don't think that social media is going to really allow this to be talked about. Now it'll probably be talked about in passing on a lot of these news channels, but I think that, I don't know, maybe my phone was just going crazy. But who's all here? Say hi. All right. Just for those of you that really want to be able to have an unfiltered talk with me and be able to talk, I would like to invite you over to Patreon. Just set up a free membership. You don't even have to pay. What's up, Mr. Johnny Anon? So just set it. Because what we're gonna do is at about 7:30. I'm gonna 7:30, 7:35. I'm going to go over to. I'm gonna go over to Patreon. So it's gonna be an unlisted video. So what I'll do is I will post it for all members. What's up, Scott? For all members of Patreon, whether you're paid or unpaid, what'll happen is if you go over to the, I think it's like the community tab or the post tab, okay? On the post tab, you will be able to see the post that I put up there, and so you'll see a link to the YouTube unlisted video, and you can only get it through Patreon. Okay, that way it's kind of still through a paywall until I can get to a point where I can have Patreon hosting, but it's going to take a minute for me to get to do that. What's up, DFH? But this is if I didn't say hi, Scott. Hi, Scott. So this is what I'd like you guys to do. If you haven't done it already, go ahead and go over there for the free membership. I'm going to do it like that for a while, and then those that want to be able to have greater access, then you could pay for the $5, $10, or $20 $5, $10, or $20 membership. And or if you're just coming over just for the live streams and so on and so forth, because over there in the 5, 10, and 20, you're gonna get other things, and plus the replays will be behind the paywall at that point in time. So apparently at the Pennsylvania rally, I saw the MSNBC footage of it. There were three loud bangs, and one of them, he grabs his ear. The Secret Service looked like they were half asleep, like falling asleep right there, kind of bored off their minds. And so it wasn't until the third crack that they actually got up. They told Trump to get down, and then they all went on top of him. So like those guys were, I wonder if anybody's going to call them out on the fact that they were just like, they did what the classic Secret Service crap that we hear about. Okay, so what's up, Cherokee? So yeah, apparently he's in the hospital. If Alfred, if you're here, you're the one that has the most news. So apparently he's gonna live. It could have been a warning shot, if anything. So it's not something that I think would. I don't think that that this was meant to be lethal, because you got to realize, like, Trump has in some ways he's made enemies, and this whole, what is it, Trump 2025 or whatever it is, that just came out, that the libtards are sitting. I'm not even a conservative, but I hate liberals. Okay, they're crazy. They're batshit crazy, and it sucks because I'm kind of a classical liberal like Thomas Paine, but they're screaming about certain things like taking away taking away no fault divorces. That way if you're going to get married, you're going to get married, and it's to kind of lower the divorce rate. It's to reinforce the family and keep the family together. You can have that's one of the things. And so they're up in arms over that. And because Biden sucks so bad, Trump's pretty much going to win. And then the Democrats are going to sit there and get behind Biden and they can't change it. They've already nominated him. They kind of yeah, once he yeah, he's already been nominated, so they can't take it away from him. So I just got word to Scott assess. Okay. Hey, all heard about the attempt on Trump? Yeah. What do you guys think about it? Alfred and I were going back and forth about it. We were talking. We were saying, like, if it was CIA and elites, then they wouldn't have missed. But I don't necessarily believe that to be true. Again, if it's a warning shot, because the thing is he wants to decentralize government. That's another part of this, Trump 2025 plan, is that he wants to decentralize government and bring the power back to the states. But the only way that he could do that would be to move Congress to declare peace from the Civil War. See, a little known fact is that Congress declared war, but they never declared peace. The only way that they could raise an army was to declare war, because back then we only had a defense force. So in order to mobilize the army, Congress had to declare war. That was the only way in which the states could muster up troops and send off their allotted regiments. So a lot of people don't realize that. So if you want to send power back to the states, you have to declare peace. So okay. Well, they're communists, not liberal. Okay, maybe. I can't find news on this. Even it's on like MSNBC. Yeah, I just saw an article on it on MSNBC. What I heard, it was a failed headshot, possibly, but 3 shots. There's a movie with I think it's Denzel Washington, where he gets called in for a guy that gets accused of trying to assassinate the president, and the thing is he was because he got off on a previous crime. Oh no, it's the movie Reacher. The movie Reacher is what I'm talking about. So if you've seen Reacher, then you kind of understand what I'm talking about, as far as, there might be more going on to this than what we see. And now the media gets a chance to control the narrative. And what's the narrative that they're going to put out? What I heard, it was, okay, there you go, Cherokee. But anyways, I know a lot of people. Bucknut, you here? So, but won't let. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so okay, there's Alfred. He definitely got hit in the head, bleeding from ear. Okay, so it grazed him. Okay. Yeah. Well, Canada, yeah, they're gonna they have their own proxy server, so but that is what it is. So, anyways, Alfred, I don't know if you tested the link over there in chat to let me know that it works, but we're gonna make an attempt at this. What's gonna happen is if you go over to Patreon and sign up for the free membership, and then go over to the post tab right after this live stream. You go set up a membership and you go over to the post tab. I'm going to post it immediately after I close out this live stream. You're going to click on the link. It's just going to be an unlisted video, but you need to come onto YouTube, because on Patreon, I can't do the chat. But if you come onto YouTube, it's just unlisted. So that means nobody else in the public can see it. Only people that have the link can see it. Okay? So it's still going to be on YouTube. It's just going to be an unlisted link that only a select group can get. And you have to be a member over on Patreon to do that. And so we're going to have an after party where we're going to sit there and we're going to get spicy and say some things that need to be said, and really not really worry about filtering what it it is that we say, because it's not meant for the general public. It is meant for those that are members of Patreon. Whether you're paid or unpaid, it doesn't matter. This will be a free live stream for a while. I might make it permanent just as a way to get you guys used to being on Patreon, so that that once you decide, well, I want more access, you can do something like that, and you're already familiar with the app. Because, you know, Jeremy and Alfred, they love the chat function, and we get to see Linda every once in a while as well. I know I got a lot more members over there, but, you know, those are the ones that are active. And so if you want, if you would like to follow on tonight's live stream, so come on, Cherokee, come on over and just sign up for Patreon. Go for the free membership. Okay, and if you want to know where my Patreon is, it's down in the description. So if you go down in the description, you'll see my Patreon link. That will take you to my channel, so you can sign up for a free membership. So that way you can follow this, and we can have a much spicier, open, unfiltered, uncensored conversation without the worrying of YouTube telling me I can't do this and giving me a strike and throttling me back and making me pay for this. Okay, so no, okay, okay, I want to make sure, definitely, okay, or if suppressor slow, bullet down, but 3D printed might get past security, I don't know, yeah, I'm gonna show that one, just cause. I'm such a dummy. Okay, yeah, that's why I kept saying it's a real, okay. I'll just join. Yeah, come on over and join. Butterfly, are you leaving already? Oh yeah, it's you're, but if you come over to Patreon, you can get, and I'll leave the link. Well, if you got the link, you can watch it even post replay. So, I'm not going to change it. Because, you know, those of you that come over to Patreon and do the free membership and participate in it, and if you miss one night, you know, I think what I will do is I will keep it free, and this will be how I grow my membership. So those of you that like doing the live streams and stuff like that, and you know, but you guys notice that I filter myself, and you know, and we avoid certain topics, so we can talk about anything and everything you want. And, you know, if we want to sit back and talk about something, we don't have to worry about it because it's not monetized. It's just something free for you guys as a reward for being part of my live community. What's up, Just a Guest? So have you, consider doing uncensored live streams on Odyssey and then YouTube friendly stuff here. Mr. Johnson, Mr. Johnny Anon, I may look into that. It's going to take me a minute, but I probably will. I can't get in as solar flare today. Oh crap! Well, you'll be able to see the replay if you do the free membership over on Patreon. Then you can see the after replay as well. So I'm gonna leave this up for those that want to watch this. But 3D pin can get past springs, firing pins, barrel, etc. are still made out of metal. Okay, yeah, that's true. So can download anything at the moment. Oh, dang, that sucks. Okay, so again, I'm just letting you guys know I'm kind of advertising this, and I'm gonna kind of be heavy on this for a little bit. But we're talking about the whole incident at Trump. Tuck, you can stream multiple lives through platforms like StreamYard. Yes, but StreamYard, one, it costs to pay, and I don't know if I can do it mobile because it requires that I use a browser. And I don't, yeah, because that's what All American Prepper uses is StreamYard. Maybe I should look into StreamYard, but it's going to cost me every month. And so I got to make sure that I can afford what it's going to cost. Because, I mean, I'm already paying $10 a month for a website. I need to be able to, I need to be able to make sure that I can pay that every month. Otherwise, I lose my email and I lose my website. And I'm actually getting a lot of views. A lot of stuff's fine. My blogs are still getting views every day. Oh, that's right. You're on mobile. My bad. Okay. Work camps. What's up, Adolf? Come on, man. If you're going to be a troll, at least entertain me. You know, I mean, get a job bum is probably the, I mean, are you like a low IQ user? Are you just a bot just trying to like, just make comments? Like, thanks for the help, but at least entertain me, man. How do I get Patreon? Uh, okay. Patreon is a website or an app. So if you're using your phone, it's Patreon. It's black with a white P is the logo. Patreon. Yeah, you got it. You can either find it on mobile or you can go to patreon.com. But also, if you click the link down below in the description, so if you click more under the description, you'll see the link to Patreon. That's how you get to my channel over there. And then it'll just be a link. And then once you become a member, then it'll show up in your feed. So you can see, like, a lot of content creators go over to Patreon. And they have private stuff over there. So like some of your favorite content creators may already be over there, so you may want to subscribe to them too or whatever. But you just go to patreon.com or actually you're going to want to go through the link in my description. Go through the link in my description and that will take you to my channel. Because it's under Hobo Prepper. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, okay, yeah. Okay, you're not entertaining, you're obnoxious is what you are. I mean, come on, give me something to laugh at. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? I was having fun with him. I was trying to troll the troll. But, the troll really wasn't entertaining. It was kind of, he was kind of a dud. Oh, well, maybe the next one will actually give me some fun. Give me something I haven't heard. Tell me something unique, But yeah, that's how you do it. Hey, Buckman, or Bucknut. Sorry, Buckman. Bucknut, have you tested that link over on Patreon to make sure that it works and that it'll take you to YouTube and unlisted, like, into the chat? I mean, we're all gonna have to try it. I'm gonna post it as soon as we're done here, but at 7:35 is when we're gonna do that. So does anybody troll? He doesn't even know what a civilian conservation course were guaranteed. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, Patreon is in my description. Jeremy, if you could post the link, I'd appreciate it. What's up, Kung Fu Fighter? No, I don't see the link. I don't see the link for it. There's a large group of people who think every homeless person is drug addicted and capable of doing work, while not realizing most of them are a bad thing or two away from being homeless themselves. One of the common things I always hear out here is that the people that were like this guy, those are the people that end up homeless. When you don't have compassion for your fellow human beings, and you don't have some sort of compassion, then you will end up when you fall on hard times, nobody will have compassion for you. See, that's one of the biggest lessons I had to learn, because I tend to be kind of stingy. But I've had to learn to not be stingy, because when I am stingy, that means when I need something, people are going to be stingy with me. I notice that the more that I give, the more that I get back. And so therefore, I try and give as much as I can, because I get back quite a lot. Hang on for a link. Okay, Adolf gonna be homeless. Yeah. Homeless Hitler. No, not that link. The Patreon link. But yeah, that link will work too, but the Patreon link. So save that. His mom is gonna throw his ass out. Sebastian Crow, you are wrong. Poor choices make us homeless. Yeah, and one of the poor choices is the way in which you engage with your fellow man. I notice that the kinder I am to people, the kinder people are to me. it's one of those things. You get what you give, or you get what you give. And so a lot of your poor choices are grounded in either being stingy, or in some ways, or like fear of loss, greed, coveting, gluttony, things like that. But that means, in order to be able to do those, that those are considered part of the seven deadly sins. In order to do that, you basically have got to treat your fellow man pretty bad. So I use the app. I need to go to the web and get the link. Sorry, I'm not prepared. You should be able to get it through the post tab. No, I put it in the in the chat. I put it in our chat. You don't need to go to the yeah, you do need to go to the app. Duh. All right, guy, I'm having my retarded moment. So the hard R. So anyways, I've got 5 videos coming out next week for you guys. I looked on YouTube to see what a lot of popular search terms were, and then I decided to go ahead and do it. So one of them is going to be talking about how to help the homeless in your community. One is what to do if you're homeless. One is how to start a homeless YouTube channel. Then I got my podcast, which is Preparing to be Homeless 101. And then I also got one that's how to avoid homelessness. So I'm covering the major questions that people are asking. That way I should get some views and stuff like that. There's no karma. No, I didn't say that there's karma. It's called the law of cause and effect. What you do to others, others will do to you. Karma means that you carry it into the next lifetime. No, you pay for everything in this lifetime that you're going to pay for. In the next lifetime, you got to start all over. So yeah, no, I didn't say karma. You said karma. You. But if you make the wrong choices or mess with the wrong person, it's a problem. Yes, of course. But why are you messing with people? Why are you doing those things? Are you trying to get something from somebody? Are you trying to, what is it that we could, I don't know. I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one, Kevin. I'll give you this one. I concede on that. Respect always did. They catch the punker that took a shot at Donald Trump. I don't know, Richard. I don't really know. But when you feed the negative energy, you get negative energy. Yeah. When you feed the positive energy, you get the positive energy. Managing your resources and assets wisely is not necessarily being stingy. Out here, especially within the homeless community, that is. Maybe not in the house community, but in the homeless community, you should give something. Like if somebody comes up and asks me for a cigarette, I can offer them, say, hey, if you got papers, I got tobacco. That's a way to be able to kind of like, price them out of the market. But if I just sit there and say no, but then I sit there and roll me a cigarette and keep rolling a cigarette in front of them, what's going to happen is they're going to tell everybody else. And then when I come and I'm trying to get some sort of resource, there you go. There's the Patreon. There's the Patreon link. So did it work, Jeremy? So so out here in the homeless community, you kind of have to, you have to be very diplomatic if you're going to turn somebody down. You can't just say no unless you're just moving in and out real quick. People help each other out in the homeless world. Yes, we do. Nothing wrong with managing your funds, but you'll end up with no help. Exactly. If you don't help when homeless. Exactly. That's basically what I just said, Johnny. Yeah, so again, I've had to learn how to not do that because it is in my best interest. So there is no guarantee for the next life or in the afterlife. I myself don't think there is such a thing. I follow a guy by the name of Billy Meyer. He talks about continuous rebirth. Essentially, you've got to learn everything from every angle. So today you're a woman. Tomorrow you're a man. In the next life, you get to experience everything from every angle. because you are part of a collective evolution for the consciousness that is this universe that is also known as creation. So that is that's the short version. Um, okay, is the homeless community, you have a lot of unwritten rules? Yes, that is very true. And that's why I keep saying you got to be nice, and you got to get along, but also you got to know who it is that you're dealing with, because you may think that you're dealing with somebody, and it turns out you're dealing with a gang member who's just, he's on his spiral down to the bottom before they kind of, cut ties with him because, he started doing his own product. You never know who you're coming across. You should always know who you're dealing with. That's why you don't see a lot of fights, because there's other ways to be able to deal with it, and everybody has connections, and it's kind of like how you have multiple alliances. If one guy gets into a fight with another guy, you're bringing 7 or 8 different guys into it if they are running in crowds like that, and you don't know. And so after a while, you got to be careful. I've been meaning to ask, what do you think about work trade, Tuck? I've taken advantage of when tried not getting paid. Okay, what do you mean, like work trade, like barter system? Like, you give me a place to stay and all this, I'll give you like 10 hours a week. Let me camp out on your property and, use your bathroom and use your electricity, and I'll do my own stuff. I'll just live out in the woods while I get my stuff together. Yeah, something like that. I think that's a good idea. I did that when I was in San Francisco. I got to live above an internet lounge, and I ran it for the guy. I had a lot of fun doing it. Got to meet a lot of people. Got to see some things that most people don't get to see in a lifetime, and it was definitely pretty awesome. So, okay, yeah, okay. It takes to the page. Oops, hold on. Okay. Mr. Beast has a job. It's called YouTube Harvey. Work trade on farms. Yeah. Getting roof for working, etc. Yeah. I mean, you can sub yourself out. I on the West Coast, Craigslist is really, really big. So I, like, when I was in Oregon, when I was in Eugene, which is a small town, it's kind of hard to find a job there. It's actually the poorest county in all of Oregon. What happened? I ended up finding a guy on Craigslist that was just looking for day labor. He had a business. He needed people from time to time. He was looking for good workers. If you're a good worker, you had plenty of work. You'd work probably like 20 hours a week. But it wasn't guaranteed, because some weeks you wouldn't get to work at all. Because he would load the truck for his product and then send it down to LA, because he did the the props, like the shrubs and all the different things that the flora and the fauna that you see in the movie props. He provides that for him. So he goes out in the forest and he cherry picks certain things that will fit within props that he can take to Hollywood and sell. But anyways, that's one thing that you can do, is do some sort of trade or some sort of work, but make sure that they pay you daily. If they don't pay you daily, don't work with them, unless you really trust that they're gonna be paying you. That way you only lose a day's pay versus, like, I lost $700. Good morning, sir. Where are you? Right now I'm in Washington D.C. Sarker. Tuck, can you give a tip on whoring yourself out? You got to do the Polk Street Shuffle. Make sure you carry a stick. That's about the best advice I can give you. Find a good pimp. Make sure he slaps you around in a few extra times. So, yep, Kevin, usually make a few good friends. Stick to myself when been homeless and getting back on my feet. Yeah, because most of them, yeah, there's homelessness is a unique, it's a community. But a lot of it is just tolerance. It's not even we like each other. It's just we tolerate each other. We can have a decent conversation and be respectful towards each other. So because you know it's kind of like cats. Cats don't like to have you know, they don't like to have competition in their territory. You know what I mean? So a few okay. Good morning, sir. Okay. Um, you can work pretty easy, especially in more populated areas. Not necessarily true. Make sure you spin on that thing. Haktua, right? I've started calling Sam my Haktua girl. So I like turkey from India. Okay. So guys, we're getting ready to wrap this up because at 7:30 I end this and we go over to. So either sign up for a Patreon membership or since Jeremy already posted the link, come on over there in chat and I will see you in that. It's going to be private, so we can talk about whatever we want and we can you know, I'll get to all of your questions and we'll have an open conversation. You know, I'll sit back, have a cigarette, smoke a bowl, and we'll just talk about we'll talk about whatever. So I will talk since we got a couple minutes. All right, guys. So the Patreon link has been set up. Sign up for the free membership unless you want to do one of the paid memberships because you want to be able to see behind the scenes. Otherwise, sign up for the free membership and I will make sure that it's for all members, not just paid members. That way you can come over there. Also, if you scroll up, you'll also see that Jeremy put the link in there so that you can go directly to it if you're having problems with Patreon. So either one works. So you might want to click the link. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds before I close out so that you can go click that link and jump over there. And I will see you there in about 3 to 5 minutes. So if you like this, join me every night at 7 o'clock. We'll do a 30-minute live stream, and then we'll hop over to the after party over on Patreon in an unlisted. You know, become a subscriber. Watch. I've got like 5 videos coming out. Don't forget to hit the link. Come on over to Patreon and join us, or you know, scroll up a little bit more and you'll see the link to the unlisted version. Let's have some fun, guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's live stream.